Hey, welcome back. It's day 5. So as we're progressing, each day I'm going to show you something a little different about the practice. Today, since we gained the awareness through the feet through yesterday's video, I'm going to introduce some standing balancing postures. So these standing balancing postures assume that you're feeling confident with the poses, the standing poses that you've already learned in the last few videos. Let's give it a shot. Day 5. All right, guys, let's begin in child's pose. Bring the big toes together, the knees wide enough for your ribs to fit in between. Sit back and stretch your arms forward, head down. So just take this opportunity to connect, to go inward. Watch your breath. Connect to the movement, the flow of the breath. And then as you inhale, come up onto your hands and your knees. Slide your hands under your shoulders, and let's get some fluid movement through the spine through cat-cow. So as you inhale, start to arch your back. Doesn't have to be big range of motion at first, just starting to warm up. And as you exhale, start to round out. Draw your navel in, look back. Inhale, wheel your chest through. And exhale, round out. One more time, inhale, wheel your chest through. Exhale, round out. Good, then stretch back into downward facing dog. So keep your chest open, hold your spine long, make your stance a little longer, take your hands forward a bit, about a handprint, spread your fingers, spread your toes, turn the inner upper arms up to the ceiling, then lift up on your thighs and draw your hips back towards the wall behind you. Let your head drop. All right, so for the next part, this is just going to be warm-up stuff. We're going to start to warm up all the joints in the body, so when we go to hold the poses, we'll feel that we're able to stretch and open up through the muscles instead of borrowing from the joints. So as you inhale, glide forward to plank pose. As you exhale, stretch back. Just warm up the shoulders. Inhale, plank pose, shoulders over the heel of the hand. Exhale, stretch back. 2 more. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, stretch back to dog pose. And then walk your feet up to the front of the mat. Put a little bend in your knees, let your head drop. Bring your hands onto your hips. Press down evenly into your feet, inner and outer arches lifted. Come up to stand. Then stand tall up over your ankles, find your mountain pose gravitational line, the line where gravity isn't pulling you forward or back, but you're as upright over your feet as you can be. Then bring your right knee up towards your chest without losing that line. And as you hold the right knee up, take your right arm up. And then lower down and change sides. Bring the left knee up. Grow as tall as you can, not to lean back or forward. Take your left arm up. Then lower that knee, change sides. Change sides. All right, now let's start marching side to side with your knees. But as you're lifting up your knees, you're just practicing staying tall through your midline so you're not sinking right to left. So this is going to start to strengthen and warm up your hips. And then let's add an arm movement. Stretch your arms overhead. Stretch your arms forward and stretch your arms out to the side. Arms up overhead, arms forward, arms out to the side. One more time. Practice staying tall, so strengthening your Tadasana. Then arms to your side, stand tall up over your ankles. Bring your hands onto your hips. Step your left foot back about 3.5 feet. Track your right knee right in line with your ankle and your hip. As you inhale, slowly lower your knee. Stay tall through your line, not to lean right or left, forward or back. And as you exhale, pin your right hip in and grow tall straight up through the midline. Inhale, slowly lower yourself down. Exhale, pin in with your hips and grow tall through the midline. 3 more times, warming up your hips and your legs. Back up. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, back up. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, back up. Step forward. Change sides. Right foot steps back about 3.5 feet. Tall through your midline. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, back up. So this is also strengthening all your core muscles. Inhale, slowly lower. If you can keep yourself from leaning side to side or forward or back. Inhale, slowly lower. Hold, pin your left butt in. Track the ankle with the hip. Come back up. 2 more. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, back up. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, back up. Step your foot forward. Last part of the non-traditional yoga warm-up. Take your feet outer hips distance apart. Sit back into chair pose, arms forward. Then pat your shoulder blades down. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Arms to your side. Inhale, sit back. Pat your shoulder blades down. Press down into your feet, reach your arms up. Arms to your side. Inhale, sit back. Pat your shoulder blades down. Press into your feet, arms up. Arms to your side. Last one. Inhale, sit back. Pat your shoulder blades down. Press into your feet, come up. Arms to your side. And then bring your feet together. And just feel all the heat in your body. You can feel that blood's pumping better through your body. Feel more awake if you're doing this in the morning or in the evening. Stand tall with your chest open. Let the breath balance out again. So you might feel like the breath's a little quicker. So let the breath balance out. Get steady before we start moving through the postures. All right, Surya Namaskar. Inhale, take your arms up, salute the sun. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back into plank pose, one leg at a time. Find your plank, hold here, shoulders strong over the wrist. Lift through your wrist, firm your legs, navel up. All right, we've been practicing chaturanga. By the end of the month, I'm gonna have you doing a solid chaturanga. If you can already do one, that's fine. Otherwise, with your knees down, keeping the front of the shoulders turned and your heart reaching forward, the gaze forward, lower slowly to elbow height. You wanna have a straight line in your spine and your shoulder blades on your back. Lift straight back up without losing that. One more time, lower slowly. Lift back up. Then lie down onto your belly. Stretch your toes back. Inhale into low cobra. Also by the end of the month, I'm gonna have you flowing right into upward dog. But in low cobra, same idea. Watch the shoulders. See how the shoulders wanna slouch like this? This is because the chest is tight and the upper back isn't very strong. So I have to work my upper back and open my chest to point the elbows back, to bring the blades on the back. The legs firm, the heart reaches forward. And if you can hold this pose with ease for 30 seconds, then you'd probably be strong and open enough to press into an up dog. Lower your chest down, press up, and stretch back to down dog. Hold in your down dog, lift up on your thighs again, draw your hips back. Look in between your hands, step, walk, or hop all the way up to the top. Inhale, flat back, heart forward. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, the arms to your side. One more sun salute. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back to plank pose, strong in your plank, hold there. Set your knees down, lower chaturanga. Then come into cobra. Open your chest, legs firm. Lower your chest down, press up hands and knees. Stretch back to down dog. Bring your feet together, inhale, raise the right leg up from the inner thigh. Look between your hands, pull your knee up, step through. Lower your back knee down and point the toes back. Stretch your shin down. Practice coming up strong through the midline. Exhale, downward dog, hands down, step back. Feet together again. Without swinging side to side, strong hips and core, raise the left leg up from the inner thigh. Shift into plank, pull your knee up, step your foot through your hands. Get it all the way up, lower your back knee down, point your toes back. Strong core, strong hips come up right through the midline. Strong muscles are also very open. And then bring the hands down, step back to down dog. Hold in your dog, reconnect to your breath. And then bend your knees, look forward. Step walk or hop all the way up to the top. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold all the air out. Press into your feet, inhale, come on up. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to your side. Standing series. Open up for triangle pose, so separate your feet 4 feet apart. Spread the arms out to the side. Turn the left toes in a little, turn your right leg all the way out. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, reach out and put your hand down. You can use your shin, you can use your block. In all these videos, you're going to have a block and a strap handy, just in case. Are we going to use the strap at all? Maybe not. At some point you might. Okay, so stretch down into your feet evenly. Turn your right thigh out, pin your hip in, open up your chest, and stretch your top arm. See if you can go a little bit lower now that we've been holding without losing the length of your spine. You're still lengthening your spine out in the direction of your big toe instead of rounding towards your shin. Press down into your feet, come on up. Turn your legs to the other side. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, reach out and put your hand down. Hold here for 5 breaths. So the left hip hugs in as you stretch through your back leg into your back heel. Maybe you can go a little bit lower without losing your length through the direction of the big toe where that's pointing. Press down into your feet, come back up, parallel your feet. Then turn the legs for side angle. Bend your knee, put your hand down, take your left arm overhead. Press into your feet, come back up. Bend your left knee, put your hand down, take your right arm overhead. Press into your feet, come back up, parallel the feet, then bring your feet all the way together. With your arms at your side, stand tall up through the midline, take the arms out, externally rotate, then raise your arms all the way up. Look up at your palms, touch, draw your navel in and up, reach up through your fingers, and exhale your arms to your side. All right, let's practice that. We're gonna practice flowing into Warrior One. So, from downward dog, put your hands down and step back. Then step your right foot all the way up to your right thumb. It might get caught along the way, so you can pick it up and get it up there. Then adjust your back heel, turn the back heel down, angle the back toes in, pin your right hip in. Now strong, like in the lunge, coming up tall, come up and spread your arms out. Stay long and upright through the midline. Rotate your arms, lift your chest, look up. As you stretch your back leg, see if you can bend your right knee deeper. Then bring your arms back down. Step back to down dog. Step your left foot all the way up to your left thumb. Even if you have to pick it up to get it up there. Turn your back heel down, angle the toes in. Come up strong through the midline. Spread your arms. Turn your palms up. Inhale, reach up, lift. Bring your hands down, step back to down dog. Then step your right foot all the way up in between your hands. Turn your back heel flat onto the mat for warrior two. Pin your right hip in and open up. So in warrior two, you want your hip to line up with your knee and your ankle. Back foot's angled in a little bit so that I can do that turn. And I spread my arms. From here, we're gonna try going right into half moon pose. I don't wanna bump into the wall. Okay, I got enough space, here we go. Keep the knee tracking, start to reach out over your knee. Put your top hand on your hip, put your hand 8 inches in front of your pinky toe. Then, I scoot my left foot in, and keeping my right hip hugged in line with the right heel, I lean into my hand, and I lift the back leg up as I lean into the hand. This right foot is gonna wanna turn in, I don't let it. The thigh will also wanna turn in, so I turn it out. Then I firm this butt towards my back heel and I raise the back leg up so it matches the line of the spine. Now reach and lengthen to the line of your big toe with your head. Pull up to the right inner and outer arch and raise the left arm. Then bend your knee, step back, warrior two. Bring your hands to the mat and step back to down dog. Step your left foot up in between your hands. Turn your back heel down. Inhale, come up, warrior two. So back foot's angled in a little bit, left knee points straight ahead. Then I start to reach out over the knee, top hand on the hip. Hand goes down 8 inches in front of the pinky toe. I scoot the back foot in. And then keeping my left hip pinned in, I lean into the hand and I step the back leg up. Turn your thigh out, left thigh spins out, firm your left butt towards your back heel and stretch the back leg up. Now lengthen out your spine. Take your arm up once you're steady. Keep reaching down the back of the left shoulder into the hand. Lift the navel up to your heart, reach your heart away from your hips, and stretch that back leg. Then bend your knee, step back, warrior two. Good, this time straighten your left leg, parallel your feet. Bring your hands to your hips. That was a lot. Open up your chest and fold forward in between your legs. Set your fingertips down. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, walk your hands back. Let the head drop. So balance out your energy again. You can feel that balancing pose was heating. You feel a lot of energy moving through your body. Let yourself calm down here as you let the head drop. Open up the hamstrings. Then inhale, flat back. Hands onto your hips. Come on up. Grab a hold of opposite elbows behind your back. Turn yourself to face your right leg. So I turn my back foot in a little more than halfway. Open up your chest. And then fold forward halfway out over your right leg. The hips stretch back. The heart reaches forward. I'm even across my feet. Then draw the navel in. Let your head drop all the way down. Root down through your feet, come all the way back up to stand, and turn yourself to face your other leg. Stretch the feet evenly, change the clasp of the elbows, roll the shoulders back, heart open, fold forward halfway, Ardha Parsvottanasana. Pull the left hip crease back, stretch the back leg like down dog. Then navel in, lengthen all the way out over. Press into your feet and come back up. Step your right foot forward. All right, time to get ripped. Let's do the core work. All right, lie down onto your back. So when you're doing core work, it's really important not to cheat, because you're really just cheating yourself in the end. No, but you don't want to be borrowing from the wrong muscle groups when you do core work. So think less is more, and as you get stronger, you can add more. All right, so real important, first find your neutral spine. Your lower back isn't flattened out. You're not arched. You're right in between where your pelvis is in neutral. So I have a little curve in my lower back. You can see that, maybe, I don't know. Okay. Then maintaining that, I bring the right leg up and then the left leg. But I have to already squeeze my abs to make sure that I hold that. All right, so in the most basic, I'm just gonna see if I can slowly tap my right heel down without moving anything in the middle, without gripping my jaw or my tongue. Then slowly lower the left heel down without anything moving. Oh, I have to really squeeze. I have to cinch in on all four sides. I squeeze in like this. Then slowly lower the right leg. Don't let anything move in your middle. Back up. Slowly lower the left leg. Oh my gosh. Back up. Slowly lower it. Really squeeze so that your spine doesn't twist or lift. Back up. Slowly with the left, shoulders relaxed, back up. All right, if you're more confident, you can stretch the right leg forward and then lower it down. Ooh, but you really gotta work harder now. Back up, then left leg forward and down. Back up, then right leg forward and down. Back up. Left leg forward and down. Back up. Hold. Bring your fingers behind your ears. Crunch up to your knees as you exhale. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, crunch up to your knees as you exhale. Already said that. Back down. Exhale, crunch up to your knees and hold. Good, now send your right leg forward and lower it halfway, but keep your abs in tight. Back in, lower down. Exhale, crunch up and stretch the left leg forward and down. Squeeze the abs in tight. Knees together, lower your head. Oh my gosh, set your feet down, relax. All right, so let's twist now. Stretch your right knee over towards your left foot and then slide your right arm overhead. Maybe a little less of a twist and more just big stretch to open up everything that was clenched down in the last sequence. Stretch through your knee into your foot, through your hip into your foot, from your navel release up into your armpit past your fingers. Then come back to center and change sides. Stretch the left knee over towards the right foot and slide the left arm overhead. Let the waist deepen as you stretch through the hip into the knee, through the arm. And then bring your knee and your arm back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll yourself up to seated. Cross your right shin in front of your left. Sit up tall and twist to your right. Head stacks up on top of the spine. Lift and grow tall through your spine as you twist. And then back to center. Twist to your left. Back to center, crawl your fingers forward. Let the navel draw in, let the head drop. Inhale, come back up. Change the cross of your legs and sit up tall. Twist to your left to start on this side. Lift through the spine. Not only are you twisting, but most importantly, you're finding length first through the spine and then turn. And then twist to your right. Same idea. First lengthen through your spine, then see how much more you can twist open. Come back to center, crawl your fingers forward. Navel releases back as you drop the head and stretch. Feel the whole back of the spine lengthen evenly. And then walk your hands back towards you. Shavasana, corpse pose. Lie down onto your back. All right, so in today's corpse, I'm going to start to introduce a little breathing meditation. So as I mentioned, this course isn't just about getting yourself physically dialed in, but it's also about the mind and the spirit. So in yoga philosophy, the next step is we learn to practice asana better. We're also starting to learn to regulate how energy flows through the body, and we call that pranayama, or energy manipulation, not manipulation, but energy observation and regulation through the body. So as you let yourself relax, just let everything drop into the mat, let the nerves start to cool down. And we're going to start with the most basic of energy work through the body, and that's just breath observation. So I want you just to watch the breath move in and out through your nose. Watch how the lungs fill on the inhalation. Watch how the lungs deflate on the exhalation. And start to tune into the subtlety. Can you feel the energetic shifts as you watch the lungs inflate and deflate? Of course, whale sounds. My stomach wants to make whale sounds while we're trying to meditate. So instead of the mind getting distracted, when you catch your mind getting distracted, you just have to shift your awareness back to your breath. It's going to happen. It's just a practice, so you don't have to feel bad if your mind drifts or have no judgment about it. Just shift yourself back to watching the breath when you catch your mind drifting. Just another minute of that. And gently bend your knees and roll over to your side. Press yourself up to seated. All right, so as you sit up tall for a moment, close your eyes and notice the shift that comes after doing some breathing meditation. You might notice that you feel more centered, you feel grounded, you have energy moving through your body, but it's not like the type of energy where you just took a double shot of espresso. It's a more balanced energy. that's going to carry you through the day in a balanced way. You're not all like manic, but you're not all like tamasic or dull. You have nice, steady flow of energy through your body. And bring your palms together. Thank you guys. Namaste.